Okay, good morning, guys. I hope everyone is okay. I hope you can see me and everything is good. If something is wrong, please let me know that before going furthermore. Okay, please let me know that before I go furthermore. This all trade has been outlined through our Discord group, so nothing is hindsight. So anybody, please don't think that this is all hindsight. This all have been outlined beforehand to our Discord group. We'll have to go over here in a bit, in a moment. Sound is good. Sound is good. Thank you so much, sisters and brother. Just come over here because right now I will have no other opportunities to take any other entry except this order block entry. I'll be here within a moment. Okay, just for that to go to this daily chart. This is the daily old volume imbalance. This is that bearish FVZ that has market build over here around that area. This is that daily bearish FVZ from the daily chart. Old volume imbalance has been violated by a body. I don't care about that because the volume imbalance can be violated by the bodies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 times. There's nothing wrong with that. According to ICT himself, by the way. This market fall trade the week 50% over here. That week 50% has been traded so beautifully. I am bullish until this area over here. I'm not interested about this relatively equal lows. Maybe some of you are interested to see this relatively equal lows to be taken at first. I don't want to see this low to be taken. Again, ICT is looking for this low. I'm very, 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 very afraid whenever I go against ICT. Okay, so I'm just going to submit this or surrender here that if I go against ICT, I'm very afraid of the area I'm trading. Okay, according to my knowledge, this is the dealing range high, high, low. Before clearing this high, market should not clear this low. It's according to my understanding, according to my knowledge, it should not clear this low. This volume imbalance was my last PD array that could hold the market, send it higher. It has been violated. Market trade the 50% or the last FVZ. 50% of the week I treat it as a last FVZ has been traded that 50% started to go higher until the low of this area. That means this line. What is that line? 25069.25. Until that line, I'm bullish. After this market reaching over here, then I have to decide, should I continue the bullishness or should I think about some sort of bearishness to this market? I have to think about everything over there. So right now, I'm extremely bullish as long as this market is above this volume imbalance over here. I'm extremely bullish until the low of this gap. This volume imbalance, this volume imbalance, this gap. Now, some of you can think this is the suspension block. You can think like that way, but I'm not good at suspension block, so I'm not adding this as a suspension block. Instead of that, I'm just watching it as an FVZ because this candle low and that candle high, there is a small gap over there. See this gap, very small. I've just added this new day opening gap, that new day opening gap with this volume imbalance. So my interest to see how it is going to trade that low and then can it go through this? It should go through this toward the buy side liquidity. It left over here from the hourly chart. I have buy side liquidity here from 4-hour chart and all-time high over here. I'm just interested to see how this market is going for that. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna simply accept that. I'm gonna let the market fall, take that lows to build a new dealing range. And after that, after building a new dealing range, maybe I'll start to look for the market again. But as long as this low is not taken, I'm extremely bullish. I will have no intention to think about a sell, simply no sell. The whole day market is falling. When it will start to reverse, I'll take the buy. It is falling, it is started to reverse, I'll take the buy. Yesterday it was just keep falling, just keep falling, just keep falling, so I had no interest, no opportunity to take the buy. Yesterday we have a lot of chaos over here because people are saying that it's a bearish market, it's a bearish market. They're just simply screaming for that it's a bearish market. But here is the problem, because they are really awesome, I believe so, they're really awesome, they have a lot of idea about ICT concepts, but I think they should study a bit more about the concepts. Yesterday's market was not bearish. Why I am saying that? Because it's a clear bearish candle. Why I'm saying that? We are allowed to trade until 4 p.m. More specifically 3:45 p.m. that is the last line we are going to trade. Even if you would love to trade a bit more, like until 4 p.m., most of the prop firm is going to allow you to trade until 4 p.m. After 4 p.m., no, almost 99% prop firm is not going to let you trade after 4 p.m. The market is closed for them. If I come to this 15-minute chart, and this is the yesterday's price action, until the 10 we are not allowed to trade because 10 a.m. we had a news around that area. After that, just a candle consolidation, a bull market. Look at this, a very specific bull market, then started consolidate again. Until 4 p.m. it was in range. It was a sideways chart. It was not bearish, it was not bullish. So I'm gonna submit I was wrong. It was not a bullish market. I was expecting this is going to be bullish from here and market will keep going higher. That didn't happen. Whole day market was waiting for the earning news, and by using the earning news, market sent it lower to trade here, which lot of us are not able to trade. The reason is it is after the market. After the market, most of the prop firm is not going to allow you to push the button. So the market was bearish after the market close by using the earning news. But around the trading hour, it was sideways market. If you look at this market, even I can say it was a bullish market instead of the bearish. First of reason, until 10, we are not allowed to trade. After 10, it was just fall. If I go to the 1 minute chart, okay. Mm, come on. Now it's good. So here you come around this area, just hanging here. This is the price action from yesterday. This was the 10 a.m. candle, which is a news candle. A simple fall. See this fall, allowed to button over here without any sort of manipulation. Then the market was just extremely bullish. It was just extremely bullish. Uh, Consolidation, sideways, 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 no sell, no buy, no sell, no buy. How long? Until 4 p.m. or 3:45 p.m. This is the lowest low of the day, this is the highest high of the day. Whole market was inside the range. After the market close, using the earning news, market was just keep falling, open and started to go higher again. This is that old volume imbalance. If I go back again one more time from the daily chart, this is that volume imbalance I'm showing you over here. If I come to the 15-minute chart, today's market open, trade this volume imbalance over here, cleared that liquidity, trade that entry FVZ, market started to go higher, came around that area, cleared that high, trading this old last FVZ right now. I believe it is gonna be broken and market is going for that some sort of buy side liquidity which is over here. So this buy side liquidity is my target for today. I want to see this market will not only going to touch the low of this gap, but also going for this buy side liquidity over here, market left around that area. But of course, that's a huge run. I don't need that all of that run. I would love to see what happened over here. Coming back to 1 minute chart, around this 1 minute chart, no trade is valid before 10 a.m. because we have a news around 10 a.m. So until 10 a.m. we are not going to push the button over here. We are waiting for the 10 a.m. While the market was falling, see this was falling, falling, falling before reaching to the 15-minute entry FVZ, which is over here. Before reaching to this 15-minute entry FVZ, this is the last gap. Anybody has any confusion? I don't think so. This is I called a first FVZ. Market trade this first FVZ, fall, cleared almost every single liquidity around that area. Everything has been cleared, went through this gap, come back again to this gap. What should I do? Without any sort of what to say, the holding, I should go for the trade from this gap while it tapped here for the first time by putting the stop loss below this low. Can you do that? I can't do that. So I was waiting for an order block here. So I told my Discord community to look for an order block here for the confirmation. The problem is this order block was too big. So later I stopped framing this trade because it was a 1550 handle. I mean, sorry, what to say, 1550 handle order block. So when it has been validated, even though it has taken more time, I really don't like this type of order block to mark if it takes too long. But either way, it was valid according to the rules. It was absolutely a valid order block, but unfortunately the range was so big. So when Sophia asked me it's gonna be a huge range, I told her 15-second chart is the only, our only hope is the 15-second chart around that area. But look at this gap. It has been violated over here so beautifully for the first time, which is called the fake breakout. And then what happened? Next time this market came here, is there anybody that has closed below this gap? So this gap was respecting so beautifully. I called it a first FVZ over here. Build it here, took that low, that highest gap has been inversed, took the liquidity, closed above this. I could simply go for the trade over here from that area without any sort of confusion because market has cleared that liquidity, covered that small FVZ over here, take the entry over here. Target is this entry FVZ or the last FVZ, whatever you would love to target. I targeted this entry FVZ. After clearing the partial, maybe you'll get stopped out over here by trailing your stop loss. If you didn't trail, then maybe you are going to get your huge boom over here. If you trail, maybe you'll get stopped out after taking 1:1 partial, which is 40 handle around that area. A clear 40 handle profit over there without any sort of confusion. Some of you maybe didn't get that entry. That was the new entry opportunity for the market as the market didn't reach to this last FVZ. See this last FVZ? It failed to reach to this last FVZ. So I'm gonna mark this entry FVZ as well over here. Gonna keep it over there. As you can see, while this market went higher, that was another gap. This same gap over here. See this gap? Exactly the same gap over here around that area. So I'm gonna mark that gap as well to show you how to use this gap around this area. Okay, so over here. So when this gap appeared, I just told the people to look for an confirmation or the order block because I was thinking that entry gap will be traded, then this market will keep falling. It can trade this gap one more time if it doesn't respect that gap. That is happening right now over here from the last FBZ. It could happen from the entry FBZ as well. So I was very afraid to see that market is going to reverse from there. I need the confirmation. So while this candle appeared, I told to mark that candle as a best order block. After that candle, this market has built another two candle. Now some of you can look at this candle as the order block. It's not my order block because it has a long, weak, small body. I don't like to use it as an order block. Instead of that, I would love to look for this consecutive order block. Very immediate reaction. See, beautifully reacted, closed above this entry gap. What is the next target? This last FVZ. So I'm gonna remove this entry FVZ. In other word, just if I would love to remove it, like trade this entry FVZ, reaction sent the market to take that low, perfectly respected this constant crossment, validate this order block over here, consecutive order block by this candle, one, two, by the next candle gave you the entry, or maybe by the third candle gave you the entry. 1:1 partial over here. You should take the partial to the low of this last FVZ, but if you would love to go for 1:1, then you will get the partial. It's 37 handle was the, oh sorry, why stop loss is here. I was not able to put the stop loss below this order block. It was near about 40-50 handle, something like that. I'm not interested for that. Huge, so covered the 50% of this old FVZ by my stop loss, as well as covered the mean threshold of this order block. Said let the market to say, go higher to trade this last FVZ. Then maybe after taking the partial, you got stopped out, or maybe you close your trade here. I really don't know how you have managed the full TP, but 1:1 partial, which is near about 38 handle, is absolutely good to be a profitable. To profit one after another around here. First one is 38 triangle, 3 tick, 38 3 tick. Is that more than enough for being profitable? If I wanted to trade here, I have to go for the order block because I was not able to push the button from this gap as the stop loss could be too big over here, too big. Now, what did I say? I was afraid for the order block around that area to take, I was afraid to push the button from here, which I have done from there. I was afraid because I was afraid to for the reaction from this gap that could send the market again until that FVZ over here. Now, as it didn't, that's why I needed the confirmation. Okay, so order block entry confirmation. Now, look at what happened over here. Exactly that expectation has been delivered from this last FVZ. So I don't need to wait for anything else without looking for an order block over here to take the re-entry from that order block. So if the body can close above this candle, that's going to be my new entry opportunity from here. if it give me, okay, so now it has built the consecutive order block over here. Let me show you this. Just let me show you here. Consecutive order block. I'm gonna go for new entry from that consecutive order block by putting the stop loss below that order block plus 1 2 3 handle, something like that. We'll go for the target for this new highest up close body close candles, which is here. These three candles which are perfectly order block. If it doesn't give me the entry opportunity, that's a bad luck, to be honest. But if it give me the entry, that's gonna be my new trade. After taking the partial, we'll hold the trade for this order block. So all of this fall, when you are seeing it, this market is bearish. I am seeing it. This last FVZ reaction sent the market until this gap over here sent the market higher again. That I was expecting can be happen from here. So I needed the order block, confirm that buy, just because to make sure that the entry FVZ is not going to send the market here. So I needed the confirmation. That's why I wanted to wait for the order block to take the entry. Last FVZ has done its job. Came here, I'm gonna take rebuy by from that area to look for the trade. Now, those people who got this entry or maybe got this entry, maybe you have found any entry opportunity from that area, because when I told you to look for the order block, you first have to understand why I have marked that gap, how I have explained this gap. If you didn't remember, I just can't write every single thing why I'm telling you to look for the order block to confirm. I just told you to wait for the order block confirmation so that you don't need to take the entry here and put your stop loss over here, which is going to be a huge stop loss. That's why I told you to wait for the order block. But the same thing happened over here as well, like 50 handle, 53 handle, something like that stop loss. Man, I can't take that much huge risk. Yeah, if I would love to go for the trade, maybe I'll cover the 50%, which is going to cost like 26 handle, something like that stop loss, something like that. If I get that 26 handle stop loss, do I really care about that? This run has given me, what the heck is happening, man? What's hell? I need a new setup, guys. I wish I could do that. Start a mentorship course. I'm sorry, guys. I was just kidding. But come on, come on, come on, come on. I really don't have any idea why it's hanging today. I didn't do anything hard. Sorry, guys. To be honest, I really need a new setup. I need at least a laptop. I was seeing M1 Pro, but it's really too expensive, near about 3,700 euro, which is really like so expensive. As I'm not able to trade, this small money feels like a huge money to me. It feels like a huge money, okay? I'm so sorry, guys, for this hanging. Okay, what I was going to say, I really forgot about that. What I was saying, forgot. By the way, this entry is not gonna be valid anymore because 1 2 3 4, by the next candle, I don't think it's gonna give me the entry, so I'm gonna miss this trade. I'm absolutely okay with that. Miss this trade. However, I think I really forgot what I was talking about. But if you go for this trade over here around there, okay, 76 handle, man, 76 handle. Even if you go for 1:2, I hope you will get almost a 1:2 risk to reward ratio as well, which I really don't care. So my intention was that entry FBC at least will be traded before this retracement, but this retracement appeared on the chart and then actually it hit the target. However, guys, yesterday I was really struggle a lot to go for the trade, and I saw a lot of chaos to the chat or the comment box. But it's okay. I know that people are really frustrated when they see this type of highly volatile market and they don't know what they're doing. They just look at this fall and they start to think this is a bearish market. When they see this type of run, they think this is a bullish market. But it's okay. In time, maybe they will start to learn how to look for these things. And let's go with the one more opportunity if I can catch another trade. But I really would love to know that how many of you actually got any of these two trade. And if you'd love to trade here, you have to you have to go for the 15-second chart, unfortunately, because this was highly volatile, highly volatile. And as I told you, I'm so lucky over here, right? I really like so lucky because randomly market came to this gap and respected from that gap randomly. I really appreciate it, guys. So thanks saying that. Okay, and I'm very near to 700 subscriber on the right top. You can see over here on the right top, 11,697 subscriber. If three guys subscribe more, I'll get 11,700. I really would love to enjoy that moment with you guys. So if there is anyone who is not our subscriber, I really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel. I'm gonna stay over here a long time today. I think until 2 p.m. I guess, to see any sort of opportunity. Those people who are looking for sell, please go for that. I will have no problem with that. I'm only bullish until here. More importantly, to this buy side liquidity. Those people who are bearish, you can look for the sell setup. Okay, I don't have any problem. Bullish FBZ, lowest down close body close candle, order block. Come back again to trade this order block. Market is bullish again. So that reaction, why it needed to happen? To trade this order block from 15-minute chart. So why I was expecting, this is why you should ask me the question. Why you are expecting that this market will come from here until there? Why not you are thinking that it will come to this gap? Why you are not thinking that market is going to take that low? If you don't ask me this type of question, I will miss this type of information because I don't see this is important to me. It is important to me to explain you that from the last FBZ, market will come over here. But why it is not important to me, but it should be important for you, you have to ask me this question. While this market has validated this order block from 15-minute chart, there is a high probability this market will come back again to trade this order block. Now, if you look for this order block and the 50% of that order block, this FVZ is aligned with that mean threshold. There is no other things that could be important to me to use it as an, what to say, I mean the 1 minute PD array. So that was the important. Now, why it didn't take that low? I didn't know that it's not going to take that low. I'm so sorry for that. I really didn't know it is going to take that low or not. If it take that low, if it doesn't take that low, I don't give a shit. All I need to look for an order block over here to take the entry. That's all. Unfortunately, this market didn't give me the entry. You, all of you are here in live and you have seen that I was framing this buy over here. Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry. I'm absolutely okay with that. Okay. Hi Titu. I took the first one. Congratulations, Jillian. I hope you got the boom. New setup, chest price lol. What is that, Suzivan? Good morning, Greg. Uh, Fisher, good morning, brother. Took a loss during learning session, so no trade for me. That's cool, sister. If you are working with your discipline, I really appreciate it, man. I just logged into my other YouTube channel and subscribed. Sophia, I need new guys, not new subscriber. I mean, I need new people, just new people, so that I can transfer this knowledge to so many people. I need all of them to see this beauty of this ICT concepts. Yes, sir. I'm not 100% right. I'm a human being. I will do the mistakes. Yesterday, I was looking for buy. There, I tried one time, just one time around the morning session. It didn't work. I let the market go. Didn't touch it. Every day, I'm not expecting I'm gonna be, like profitable. But some days are gonna be very disaster. The day before yesterday, around the morning session, I took the loss. Around the PM session, every single trade was a winning trade. I think I framed near about 7 trades. Every one of them were profitable. Not even a single losing trade. But yesterday was disaster. Morning session, PM session, both of them. Today's morning session, one, two, boom. Three, I just missed it. Unfortunately, I just missed it. But here I was actually waited for the breaker block as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get the breaker block as well. So if it could build any sort of breaker block, I could take the entry from the breaker block as well. Now, those people who are new here, you really don't know what is called, what is actually the breaker block. Market structure shift, fair value gap, traded the fair value gap, went higher, order block, trade that order block, unfilled gap. See this unfilled gap over here? Filled that unfilled gap 100%, went higher. Right now I have the breaker block here. Low, high, lower low. Highest up close body close candle, is gonna be the breaker block over here around that area. Now, why I'm not looking for this candle as a breaker block, I'm gonna explain that to you as well. Just let me 1 second so that I can tell you why I'm not looking for the breaker block from that area. If I would love to use this breaker block, that means I want to take a buy from here. I have to cover the lowest bearish gap below this breaker block over here. So as you can see here, this is the lowest bearish gap. This market can come back again until this bearish gap to trade. More importantly, to finish the unfinished business. I'm not able to put my stop loss over here, covering that inversion variable. Just because of that, I'm not using this breaker block. Otherwise, if the body could close above this line, this could be my breaker block that never, never, ever, 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 I mean, disappoint me. Never, ever. But in short, I will try this buy. But remember, this is really low probability, but still I will try this buy from this breaker block with that 17 handle uh, stop loss if it take the entry take me. Okay, so target will be this area over here if it takes me. Again, I'm not interested to any of you to frame this trade. I'm just trying to catch it by believing that breaker block and not going to violate that breaker block. As you can see, the stop loss is really smaller, so we'll wait for that three candle. This is the only opportunity, okay? But as I told you, remember, I'm saying you what is the low probability, what is the high probability. If I ever see the breaker block, what did I say? Did I ever say like this way, man, I'm going to try this, if it works? No, I just simply say that this is my breaker block, that's gonna give me 95% winning rate. I'm so much confident about that breaker block. Now what I'm saying, it is a breaker block, best word breaker block, but I can't put my stop loss by covering the most important PDRS. So I'm gonna catch that run as the stop loss is smaller, just going to cover that breaker block. If it takes me, I'll try to take that entry until this area as the stop loss is smaller comparing with the volatility. So please take your decision wisely. Let's see if it can give me the entry within maximum 5 candle. If the entry is going to happen maximum 5 candle, I'll go for this trade. Bro, are you conducting any mentorship? No, sir, I'm not doing anything like that, brother. 52 is 1052 candle, not order block. I was thinking all the three consecutive candle order block. Please, can you explain 1050 candle? Which is that? No, it's not the order block. Look at this. This candle has traded this FVZ, right? This FVZ I was interested to see market is going to trade this candle. This is the order block. The lowest one is the order block. Now, how many candles do I have over here? Three candle, three consecutive candle. Which one is actually my order block? I mean, is the last one, is the two, or all of these three? It depends on this candle close over here. See this candle? Where the candle has closed, did it close just above this high? Did it close above these two candles high? Did it close above this whole three candle high? Okay, I can simply see that it has closed above this two candle high. So this two candle is my consecutive order block. Why this market from reverse from there? It actually reversed, used this gap re-entry, retested this gap and then actually went higher. I was not aware of this gap, to be honest. Otherwise maybe I could frame. No, I couldn't do that because entry over here covering the mean threshold of order block, that's gonna be huge. However, it didn't take me yet. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if it doesn't take me, I'm gonna let it go. Okay, Archana, is that clear, sister? Depending on that candle, I am gonna look for the consecutive order block, how the candle is going to close. Again, I don't think so it's gonna take me within 5 candle, 1 2 3 4 by the next candle. Let's see if it can take me or not. Those people who are looking for the bearishness, please go for that. I'm not bearish, I'm extremely bullish until this low, and more importantly to see if it can go for this buy side liquidity. Okay, it's not my high priority, but if it can go over here, my high priority is the low. Every short of buying opportunity I have already explained to you. Here, 1 2 3 4. This one is low probability, but still 5. These two still didn't give the entry, but these two has provided you a beautiful run, and it's more than enough for being profitable. I'm gonna cancel this trade because it didn't come here and didn't take me within 5 candle. For example, if this candle could take me, I would be profitable already. Let me show you this to you. I would be already profitable. See here, like here. Okay. It has already given me 31 handle by risking 22 handle. Unfortunately, it didn't take me. So I'm gonna cancel this trade because market didn't take me. So I'm going to wait for any sort of opportunity if I can find before tapping to this daily gap low around that area. I'll just try to find out if I can get something or not. Okay. I'm just not in rush. We have already framed the trade. We have already got the boom. If I find it, good. If I don't find it, I'll be here until PM session, and then we'll try to see around the PM session to get something over here. When it will tap here, I'll try to find out some sort of bearishness, okay, some sort of reaction. We'll see. At the same time, if it doesn't trade that, instead of that fall a lot, that is gonna be a beautiful opportunity for me to find a new buying opportunity. Thank you for your explaining. No worries, sister. Very clear. Thank you. You're always welcome. By the way, one thing I need to confirm: if I ever show you the order block, it's all my judgment, my knowledge, my observation. ICT clearly told, not now now these days, like 1 2 years ago, ICT clearly told that people are misinterpreting the order block. They're using wrong information about the water block. So I was not interested to explain the water block. I was never ever interested to explain the water block because of some people that forced me to explain the water block. I clearly told that it's just my observation, my understanding of the water block. I'm not gonna justify that is I'm right about the water block, but the things I'm showing you, it's working for me 99% of the time, and I'm gonna use that one. I don't have any problem to using that word block because it's working, but I'm not saying I'm right about the word block, so please don't misunderstand me about the word block. Most of the things I build it by my way. So what I do, where ICT go, like, he has more knowledge rather than me, right? So whenever ICT is actually watching something, for example the breaker block, I'm trying to find out a perfect area to look for the perfect breaker block. I'm trying to look for a perfect area to look for the perfect order block. I'm just trying to do that. Otherwise I hope it's good. Bro, your membership icon is not showing me in YouTube. Do you have any solution for it? Um, Amhar, I think you were the guy who actually uh, uh, commented on the uh, YouTube video. Man, how can I say that? If it's not showing, I'm not good at technical things, okay? I really don't know how I can help you in that type of scenario. If any of you guys can help him to join the membership, YouTube membership, I'm not inspiring any of you to do that, but like if you want to join, then in that type of scenario, if anyone can help him, please help him. I really don't know how to solve this problem. He is trying to join the membership like few days, last few days. Any of you can help him, I'll be grateful. Why are you confident about the reversal from 927 bearish fair value gap? 920 bearish fair value. Where is 927? Brother, this is called the first FBZ. Now, I am showing this to you like almost everyday basis right now. Tap here, took the liquidity. This gap is now so powerful, so much powerful. It has so much power. I mean, I just can't explain. Yeah, it went a bit lower to trade the lowest down close body close candle. Trade it one more time. It has traded that water block, but this gap is so much powerful. I actually cleared it in the members only video. I explain it in a deep way. But the things I'm doing here in live, that is also clear, right? Every day's live, I'm showing this to you. Every day's live, almost everyday basis. I'm showing this right now to you. And I need a setup. Oh God. One time I thought that I will start a job. What can I do? It's too expensive. I don't know why these guys keeping this laptop's prices too expensive. Man, 3,700 euro. If I would love to buy M1 Pro, it's gonna cost 3,700 euro. Oh man, come on. If it was like 1,500, that would be awesome. I could buy a new laptop at least so that I could do something more. I would have two monitor as well. Okay, let's hope for the best. One day maybe I'll be able to buy that good laptop and you will be able to see beautiful price action. One day, one day, one. This is now in extremely premium. I can't frame any other trade from there without taking the liquidity. This market has to take some sort of liquidity before framing any other trade to me. Walaikum salam. Shino, why don't you try building your own PC? I would be cheaper and give you a better space. Yeah, brother. Actually, I travel a lot to Portugal to Bangladesh. So sometimes I stay in Bangladesh. Sometimes I travel to Portugal because I have applied for the passport over here. I have to come back around this area. So if I build a PC, that's gonna be difficult for me to carry that PC, right? When I'm in Bangladesh, I will use that PC. Then when I'll be in Portugal, I have to bring that PC with me. That's not possible. That's why I'm waiting for. I'm looking for a better laptop so that I can carry it with me whenever wherever I stay. Just because of that, brother. But PC building, it's really awesome. That is also costly. No, guys, it's not showing to me. Are you Mac or PC? I'm on PC right now, but PC is really disgusting to me because after 1 year, this PC is actually 1 year and 7 month older. It started to hang. I have 8 GB RAM actually, but like I'm not good at the technical. So I have researched and I have found that M1 Pro is awesome for this type of job. Okay, I can edit. I am not uploading any video. I'm not continuing those membership video. One reason is when I try to open the CapCut to edit the video, it hanged. And hanged means like 30 minutes, 40 minutes hanged. I can't do anything over there. So that is also very disgusting for me. So I'm not able to upload any video as well. What I'm doing, sometimes I'm just executing the trade, recording it without any kind of editing, just uploading it. That is, like what to say? What? You can buy extra screen for laptop. Yes, brother, I can do that. I can do everything, but the problem is this laptop is not supporting me. It's like hanging. It's so sometimes it's get hanged. That is happening. By the way, 11,699 subscriber. I just need one more subscriber to make it 700. If any of you are not our subscriber, guys can subscribe and later you can unsubscribe if you don't like it. At least make it 700 so that we can enjoy that moment to write down boom. It hang again. Hanged again. What's happening today? I think I opened the Discord, that's why. Let me close the Discord actually. If I open 2 3 application, that is gonna get hanged. As well and have wall monitors connected with a docking station. Yeah, I thought about that, but as you know, like if I hang, close the Discord. I am just waiting to see if the market can take some sort of liquidity to before framing any other trade. Let's see if it can do that. I'll continue this stream until the PM session today. Actually, it doesn't disturb this much. What is happening today? It's not like that. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's the trading view problem today? Then cool. Yeah, it's freezing. Ah, man, if it could take that low, I could frame a trade from here from this gap. As it didn't take any liquidity, I'm not able to take this trade. So I'm watching this market, how it's going to come over here. I'm not able to touch it. This is really so unfortunate. I just can't touch it. Here there is a screen extension for notebook. With two screen, it's cheaper than a new notebook, and you will be able to carry on your trip. I understand, brother, but I need a new laptop actually because I'm not able to upload the video. That's the more, you know, like regretting things for me. I have a lot of video idea to build to make. I just need few more days. Okay, I think I'll manage it. So give me few more months. I will try to figure it out, guys. Just so give me few more months to buy a new laptop. Then I will start to uploading the video. Ah, man, come on. 11,600 guys, stop subscribing from the new account. I need new people, okay, not the subscriber. I need new people, so please don't do that, okay? I need new people. I hope you'll understand them what I mean to say. But thank you so much for doing that, brother. I really appreciate it, but I really need new people, at least those people who are interested about ICT concepts. I'm the little ICT by the way. Oh man, I would love to mark this gap. I can't use this gap right now. If I would love to use this gap, I have to use it as a sell way. That means I can take a sell from this gap. Can't take a buy as my bias is not bearish. I'm not going to take that sell, but I'm just gonna keep it to my chart to see how it is going to react with that gap. As the market didn't clear the liquidity, any sort of swing low didn't been cleared. I can't take any sort of trade over here. I can see it left some sales and liquidity here as well. Really so beautiful. Happy to see it can fall and take that lows before reaching over here. If it reach here, I'm done for the day. Then I have to wait for the new things to happen on the market to find out a new entry opportunity. Please, brother, give 1 hour gap for PM. I have to take that gap, brother. I have to pray actually. So after the PM session, I mean sorry, AM session, I will take a gap inside the lunch hour to, like to eat something. I still didn't eat anything. I went outside and I just came because today's Friday, like on Friday I just go to the mosque to pray. So I didn't eat anything yet. I just come, started this live. We'll see if I can frame any trade in live or not. I just will try it. I have still 6 minutes left, and then I will go for a break, short break. So I'll be back around 12:50, but the stream will be open over here. I have to eat, I have to pray. That's all, brother. So yeah, we're going to take a break. So any other ways available to provide the memberships video? No man, please don't think like that way. Memberships videos are just like appreciation videos. It's not something you need. Like without that you are not profitable. No, it's not something like that, brother. You don't need to join to that membership or something like that. The free things is more than enough, I promise you, brother. Those people who are seeing the name in green, ask them. It's not something I'm hiding from the public people so that you are bound to join to that membership. No, it's not something like that, trust me. I just did all of these things because people are paying something as an appreciation, so I thought I should make something for them. That's all. So it's just a bit deeper. That's all. Trust me, man. So it's not something you are missing. That is the only thing that is holding you before being a profitable trader. It's not something like that. Trust me, man. You have to trust me. never ever tell me to pay anything, okay? Because I'm not interested about any of your money. Trust me. I don't know how you guys actually think about me. Some of you can think that, oh, okay, this guy is not asking for the money. Maybe later he will ask. You can ask any of my members or anyone, like whoever took that membership or in our Discord or anyone in publicly. I'm saying this with loudly. I got a lot of offer for the private mentorship. I simply not interested to for that private mentorship. Okay, but if you need something from me in personal, I'm happy to help you. But it can't be against the money. So you will pay me. I will teach you. No, I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm just not interested about that. You wanna pay me for maybe for how to say that, for okay, let's say like that. You want to pay me so that I can build my setup. I'm really happy to take that money. But if you ask me that, brother, I'm gonna pay you, you please teach me, I'm not ready with that. I'm not ready. Agree with that. I can i can share my knowledge for free. There is no problem with me. But if you offer me like money, I'm not interested. Yeah, of course, I will try to connect with you. I'm a single guy, okay? So of course it's very difficult for me. I'll try to connect with you so that I can clear your confusion. But you don't need to pay me. You don't need to think that, okay, I have to pay this guy. No, you don't need to think like that way. I was thinking that if it can fall. By the way, sell is not my interest, so I already told. I just want to see if it can fall like this way. If I was bearish, if I could go for this trade or not. I'm not bearish, so I'm not interested to take the sell. You know that. I'll just try to look for the buy if provide me anything before. Okay, by the way, it's 11:30, so no more trade around this lunch hour. Will see if it can provide me. I really would love to see it will fall before tapping over here. It will fall, then I'll be able to take a buy. Would love to see how it is going to do that. Yeah, lunch hour. As long as this is not clearing the liquidity, I can't take any sort of buy, brother. It's in deep premium, so it has to go to the discounted area at first. What is the discounted area? Any sort of liquidity has to be cleared. Market has to trade any sort of bullish P area, which could be this bullish fair value gap. Can be, but there is less possibility to trade this gap, to be honest. Less possibility. But if it trades it, maybe I'll be able to take that buy. So in my opinion, if it fall, take that low. That is the high of the 15-minute bullish gap as well. That gap should be unfilled here from the 15-minute chart. It should be unfilled as well. If it do that, then I will start to look for the buying opportunity. Until then, no buy is valid. So I have to let all the buy go. And of course sell is not valid. No sell is I'm interested to take, it's against my bias. I was just watching, you know that I was watching, so I hope nobody that entry. I was just interested to see if it could just simply use this gap to fall and come here to this breaker block min threshold before going higher by using the last FVG which is here as a support and falling. It didn't happen like that way. As there is volume imbalance on the top, can we take, okay, no, there is no buy is valid, brother. I have to let this go and trade here. I'm just unlucky because it didn't clear any liquidity. If it could clear the liquidity, I could go for the trade. However, guys, any of you are green today? Let me know that faster. I joined membership to just support T2, give everything free, and I want to give something, so I join. Okay, thank you so much, Utsup. I really appreciate it, man. I believe most of you have joined just for the appreciation, not for getting more information to this membership. It's not something you need, brother. Thank you, Khurshid. It's the launcher. I was not taking this trade. I was just observing, and I clearly told that no sell is valid to me. I will just observe it can, if it can respect and market can come until that area before going higher. If it do that, maybe I would be able to frame a buy setup. I'm only interested to take the buy. Any short of sell, I'll let them go. I don't care how far it will fall, but I will just frame the buy only. Good logic, bro. I have passed second phase just now. Congratulations, brother. Uchuk, $270 green. Congratulations, brother. Now these days, I'm really happy to see this. Please, please, please keep sharing. This will inspire other people to believe that it's possible to get money from trading. It's possible to get money from trading. So please share your payout to the payout screen where I'm getting the payout screenshot. I'm really happy. And everyone, whoever is interested to join our challenge, discipline challenge, join it as fast as possible. After 9th of February, you won't be able to join anymore. If you didn't yet, please join to our discipline challenge. I hope Sophia can help you. I'm really happy to see all of these payouts. And this is the fun of the take profit trader. If you have the take profit trader 500 account, you need nothing. In this market, you need nothing. Every day you will get the payout, every single day. Thank you, Kuba, for sharing these beautiful payouts. Payouts. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing it. And Suzivan, every other of you, okay? Jaid, Suzivan, MMM, Top Step from LinkedIn. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing it. Please keep sharing whenever you get the payout. That will help other people to inspire and to think that it's possible to get the profit from this. I'm hating this market, to be honest, guys, because I know it will come here, but I'm not able to join to this run. Oh, brother, please chase the market. That's the biggest mistake we actually do. We know it is going higher. We don't wait for the confirmation. We take the entry. That is the biggest mistake we do. Today it is going to work. Tomorrow it's not going to work, and that will blow your account. So never, ever, 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 ever do that. Never, ever, ever, ever do that. Let the market go if it doesn't provide you what you need to see at first. Only 48 likes. Please smash that like button. Guys, please push the like button. Thank you so much, Sophia, for reminding them. I'm just waiting to see if I can get 11,700 subscriber before taking the break. Is this the lunch hour? I'm just not interested to trade right now. We'll tap here. I'll start to parse the market. Why you didn't give me the entry? Just think like that way. If it could give me the entry over here, how was that run? Oh man. So yesterday you saw that my PDRs are not respecting. So I forgot how to read the market yesterday. No man. Yesterday market was sideways. It was not respecting the PDRs. And today, how it is reacting. When this was falling, what did I say? How far it will fall? Did I told that it's coming to take that load, or this gap? I specifically told this one. Go back and recheck. Specifically, I told it will come over here, exactly over here. I will start to look for the word block entry to take over here. Unfortunately, market didn't give me that. I need the confirmation. It didn't give me the confirmed entry. But this is the important information you have to know. And suddenly, it started to respect my PDRs, right? No man, yesterday's market was bad. So those people who started to scream on my stream that it's a bearish market, it's a bearish market. Oh man, happy those people. They will learn. If I'm wrong, I have no shame to accept that. In like in past, I have shared a lot of time I was wrong. There's nothing wrong, man, to be wrong. But if you don't understand what you're saying, that's the problem. When you the market is bearish, I'm seeing the market is sideways and no PDRs are respecting. That's the problem. And those type of days are gonna come here and there. What you have to do in those type of days, don't try to mitigate your loss. Take one or two losses, stop trading over there, come back tomorrow or like today and take all of this profit, take it. If it could give you the entry over here, all of this profit, take it. And I believe there was a beautiful 22 YT model from the 15-second chart. I believe so, but I really don't know. I really appreciate if it failed to touch this line. I really appreciate it. Before touching it, should keep falling so that I will be able to catch a buy again. But I don't think so it's gonna happen. It's gonna touch it and telling me that I give you a shit, Tito. I'm not gonna give you the entry opportunity. Tito, I wanna shift with you next year, January. I wanna shift with you next year, January. I wanna shift you. I really didn't get you, Chuk. Please explain me a bit, brother. Current rising, brother and sisters. Thank you, Marquis. Marquis, did you take any trade today, brother? Yesterday I told you one thing, you remember? This market has zero possibility to reverse from a random level from 1 minute chart. Even if it trade the higher time frame PDRA, it has to trade the lower time frame PDRA as well. Like 1 minute chart PDRA as well. So you are seeing the reaction, see last FBZ reaction sent the market until here. It was important actually, to be honest. So that was the entry. I mean, sorry, that was the area. Look at the bodies, how it has respected the high of this gap, traded the 50% of this gap. When it violated this gap for the first time over here, it has been violated here, which is a fake breakout. That's a sign I'm coming back one more time. Came back again. Look at the bodies right now, how it is respecting over here so beautifully to this gap. What is this gap? First FBZ. Tap here, took the liquidity, went through this gap, come back again, boom. What type of gap? Can I use this gap over here around this area? No, you can't do that. Why? Because it didn't trade any sort of bearish PDRA. So you can't use it over there. However, if you see it has traded any sort of bearish PDRA from your high time frame, just for the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna show this to you, those people who are interested. Think like this is a 15-minute bearish gap or a 15 hourly bearish gap, and you are bullish. How you are going to do that? You are going to mark the highest gap. So here the highest gap over here, and then when it is going to inverse over here, not going to trade over there, you are not going to use this one. Then this market came back again, trade it, fall, took the liquidity, closed above this gap here by that candle, but it didn't give you the entry as well. So unfortunately you missed the entry over here. But if it could do that, that could be a beautiful entry around that area. Yeah, it just show me the why I'm not getting one more subscriber. Come on, guys. 11,699. One more guy who is here. Yes, I took trade. Hey, Marquis, are you green, brother? One more subscriber and we made 700. I'm just waiting for that, man. I hope I'll get that boom. One more subscribe. Let's see who is gonna subscribe. Please don't open a new Gmail account or new YouTube account and then subscribe. Please don't do that. I need a new guy. Let's see if I can convince any of them to subscribe to our channel, but not in this lunch hour. I'll be back around the PM session. I need that 700 subscriber by today. Engineered liquidity then went upside. Yes, sir, that's the problem. So I think the reaction will send the market lower and take that liquidity, but I'm not able to take any of this by here. I'm only bullish and my target is this low for today. If you trade it, what I will do around the PM session. Yesterday's unfilled opening range gap hit. Sorry, I believe it's from Wednesday opening range gap. What happened to today's opening gap? Do we have any opening gap today? Okay, it left it open. That was absolutely absurd. Can trade anything. Seriously. Oh, okay. It has traded the upper quadrant. Then it's cool. I thought that is just open and started to go higher. Traded the upper quadrant, then went higher. That's cool. It would be best if it could trade the 50% of this gap. That could be awesome. Isn't it so beautiful, guys? I love to see that. I really love to see that. Don't touch this. I was just praying, please don't touch it. Fall, fall, fall. So people will start to think this is a bearish market now. And then I'll start to look for the buy because it's an unfinished business market. Didn't tap over here. Fall from there if it is trading anything from 1 minute chart. Wow, there was a big opening gap. Okay, Suzivan, you are talking about this one then. That opening gap has been closed 100%. Cool. That's why I need multiple monitor. This all information is not, I'm not aware of this, all of this information. Come on, man. I would be bearish today. I could go for a trade then. Bearish. inside this lunch hour, whatever I'm going to do, please not even a single guy push the like button, man, push that entry button, okay? Please, it's a request. Last 2 days lunch hour, I tried a lot of trade, none of them worked. None of them worked. Please don't try it. I'm just trying to figure out if I can do anything so that I can trade the lunch hour. But until now, I didn't find anything over here in this lunch hour. All I find, it's a trap. Every single time it's going to build some sort of PDRS, that's a trap. Sometimes I'm luckily getting it, boom. Like maybe if I say like the percentage, 5% of the time out of 100 trades, I'm gonna get 5 winning trades, 95 losing trades from this lunch hour. Just trying to find out if I can see something. I have tried ICT's logic, where any sort of, if it is a bullish market, market is going to take the liquidity in between, uh or how to say that, like 9:30 to 10 a.m. Whatever swing low swing high has been created, that will be cleared, or all of this logic. Okay, I have tried, but nothing actually worked until now for me. I think I need to more study these things. That's why we trade together, brother. We share that we see what we see. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Previously, when there was, one guy, what was his name? Jack. He helped me a lot about the earning news. So anytime there was earning news, Jack always informed me beforehand, brother, today we have earning news, something like that. I depend on your help, guys. Type of information, I really miss it because I've just one monitor over here. You have seen, I'm seeing the same thing. I think so. I'm gonna get 700 subscriber by today. Bad luck. Sorry. Yes, I'm big green today. Congratulations, Marquis, for your big green, man. I really appreciate if you don't overtrade. Please stop overtrading. Every single one of you. Please stop overtrading. Blew up on Eval account today, but halfway to passing my 300k Apex account, a small gain in one funded account and a small loss in another. I have one more chance today to mitigate the loss. That's awesome. You're following some rules. That's the most important part, brother. Following the rules is the most important thing in trading. Whatever rules you have, follow them. For me, no trade is valid inside the lunch hour. Don't go any short of trade inside the lunch hour. I don't care how beautiful the setup is. If for you the lunch hour is good to trade, then trade the lunch hour. Maybe it's London session is not good for you to trade. Don't trade the London session like that. So whatever is your rules, follow that strictly. It will help you to stay in this market. Guys, any of you don't push the button over here, okay? Please don't do that. It's not a valid trade. I'm here still in live streaming because I would love to continue the PM session. That's why I keep doing this live. I need to observe this hourly gap, sorry, lunch hour for myself. For none of you. This is for me. Just trying to find out if I can find anything that can keep repeating so that I don't need to say you don't trade the lunch hour. I need something very consistently. None of them. I really don't get why this launcher is this much shit. How I can break this launcher? What strategy works over here? No, brother, I was not talking. I really struggle. I'm struggling a lot to find out how I can trade this launcher. Now, I mean, whatever information I know, whatever knowledge I have, nothing worked over here. Some days something like yesterday, as I told, like I have tried maybe 7 to 8 trades, every single way, buy, sell, none of them worked. Why this launcher is that much difficult? Why I can't trade this launcher? People are trading this launcher, so why I can't do that? 50 minute, what did you say? 50-minute inversion last FVC is holding price higher. There's something. No, I don't need that 50-minute bearish gap, but as you can see here, this beautiful sell side liquidity, it came here, then go until that area. It shouldn't go over here. I mean, again, of course, it can do that. I'm just struggling how I can break down this launch hour. Is there any way that is the way I can trade this launch hour? Like yeah, I'm calling myself a trader, but I can't find out not even a single way that can be consistent in this launch hour. I'm not going to agree with that. I'm not going to accept that logic. I have to have something that will help me trade this launch hour. Come on, man. Help me. Someone please help me. Study this launch hour. Help me so that I can be satisfied with any sort of information that can I use inside this launch hour. My head sometimes start to spin when I'm trying to trade this launch hour. ICT said during lunch hour NQ looks for liquidity left after 10 a.m. Yeah, I have already talked about that. In between 9:30 to 11, whatever swing low or swing high is obvious to you, lunch hour go toward that liquidity. For example, if I am bullish, this lunch hour will send the market lower to take some sort of obvious lows. In my opinion, all of these lows are the obvious. Okay, something like that until 11 or something. Or if I go over here, that is the low. This is too far, even it doesn't need to go that far. But at least some sort of low should be cleared as I'm bullish. It is also not consistent, okay, something like that. Some days it works, some days it doesn't work. How I can use it? I have no idea. I hope one day I'll find out how to trade this lunch hour. Every single time I feel like that I'm in a trap. Around this area, two things was working in my mind. Should I go for buy? Should I look for sell? What should I do? The price was telling me to look for sell. The like intention was telling me to look for the buy over here. The way this market was respecting around that area, okay, this area, the way it was doing it, it was saying me to look for the buy from there. So that leg never should happen. Again, the price was telling me it should fall and it should keep falling to take that liquidity. Like two types of thing actually working. I think it's my psychological problem because I mentally I'm prepared not to take any trade around this launch hour. I just don't know how I can overcome this fear, this trap, this all of these things. I wish one day I will be able to do that. Marketing is preparing for sale from volume imbalance from top. Brother, you didn't get my point. What I was saying, the things you're saying, that was not my point. What it will do after this, I don't care. But I know this market will come here. That is my target for today, for today's whole trade. But my point was here when this market failed to trade this line, build this sell side liquidity over here previously. One, two, three. Relatively equal lows, the strongest liquidity. It should build either the obvious liquidity or to clear that liquidity. It did none of them. It started to go higher again. Trade this. Right. If it will have to trade it, it means that today my bias is done. Whatever I was waiting for, it's done for today. But that area is the trap to me. I'm just trying to find out anything that can I use continuously inside the lunch hour. I hope you guys got my point, what I mean to say. I mean, where the market is going and why, what it will do after that coming here, it's not my point. My point is, if I would love to trade this lunch hour, how I'm going to trade that lunch hour. Every single one of us know that market is coming over here. Every single one of us who are with us through our Discord or our live streaming, all of us know that market will come here. But before coming here, how can I frame a trade around that area where I'm inside a lunch hour? Inside the lunch hour. So from 11:30, so from that candle, how I can trade this market? How I can catch that leg? How do I know that it's not going to clear that liquidity? Is that something that's gonna repeatedly happening? Or is that something that is happening today and tomorrow it's gonna be a different thing? When the market inside the lunch hour and before the lunch hour market failed to reach the most logical level, started to reverse, should I let it go and then should wait for that run, or should I catch that leg from the beginning to understand that market is not going to touch this line before falling? What should I do in this type of area? So I keep asking this type of question when I'm trading in a certain area. For example, in London session, that's very specific. It is very logical that market is going to build the liquidity from the 15-minute chart around the London session. 95% of the time that is going to happen. If I come over here and to the electronic trading hour, in between, what to say the time, in between 1 a.m. New York local time to 6 a.m. New York local time, market is going to build the liquidity and then it's going to go against that liquidity. If I come around to this area, where is the 1 a.m.? It's gonna happen almost every day. This is the 1 a.m. So did it build any liquidity? No, it didn't build any liquidity. Then market fall, refall, sell side liquidity. I will start to look for buy from that area, exactly from that area. If it violates this low, I will wait for this candle to come near to this low to look for buy again. If I find a buying opportunity over here, it's a very specific entry inverse gap. So if I just mark that area, around that area, and go to the 1 minute chart, if I find any sort of inverse gap, that means market just built. This is that old low over here. This old low from 15-minute chart. So I'm gonna mark that low. First time market came here. Am I interested to take any sort of entry? Any sort of entry, I'm going to go for that. No trade is valid. Nothing is over here. Then this market fall, came very near to this low, went through this low. I don't care about that because as long as the body is not going to close, I'm okay with that. Going to mark the lowest gap, bearish gap, without any sort of confirmation, without any sort of confusion. The next candle tap over here, I'm in a trade around that area. By putting the stop loss below that low, which is 40 handle. Of course, I'm not interested to go for that huge, but as it is volatile, I think at around 20 handle is more than enough. I'll try one time. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna close, I mean stop trading over here. We'll do the same thing from the 15-minute chart. This is for the London session. Okay guys, please don't get confused. This, keep watching it, you will see how beautiful this logic is. This is the old high over here. See this high? Whenever this market came very near to this old high, this is the first time this market came near to this old high, right? It's too far. This high is too far. This high is near. In 15-minute chart, you will be able to see this high is over here. That high. That high is very near to this high. I'll start to look for that bearish gap again over there. I don't have any over here. But you have one over here. How many times it takes to validate as a inverse gap? If you start to count the candle, you will see that it's gonna take 1 hour to count the how many candles. However, there is no bullish gap, so then this market came here. Is there any bullish gap that has been inversed to take the sell? No. So I'll let this market to go, wait until the next high, which is over here around this area. If it can build an inverse gap over here, I'll look for that. If it doesn't do that, then we'll look for the next high, which is over here around this area, and send it higher. Next high over here from the 50-minute chart around that area. You're seeing here, it's actually too far. This high is too far from that high. Here, this one is too far, so I'm not able to take any short of sell, even though it fall. I'm not able to do it because it's too far from each other. Then this market came here, and then I will start to look for selling opportunity again from the highest gap. As you can see here, came here, highest gap. By the way, it's after 6, so of course this is not a valid trade. After 6, 5:30, no trade is valid. But if it was inside the session, whenever I found this by the very next candle, I would love to take my entry from there. It's not valid. I repeat, it's not valid. I'm just saying, if it was inside the session, what I would do. Put it here, put the stop loss above that high, as you can see, it's like 10 to 15 handles, something like that. I can put it a bit higher, target something like, and how much it has fallen, 23 handle. Even I don't need that 23 handle, like 15 to 20 handle is more than enough around the what is in the London session, building liquidity session. This is how I can trade this session, the London session. If I would love to trade the 7 a.m., I have an idea to trade that 7 a.m. What it has done, still it didn't tap here. See, still it didn't tap here. This is the trap. This launcher is the trap. I have to work with that trap. However, if I go for the 7 a.m. trade, let me use the replay mode so that you can understand that I have no, haven't. This is the 7 a.m. I would love to look for the 6:30. That is the 6:30. From 6:30, I will start to look for the liquidity, relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. As you can see, no, it's not the relatively equal highs because market has cleared that high by the body, so it's not a relatively equal high. I have this relatively equal lows here, but I don't have any relatively equal highs. The market went higher, retraced a bit, went higher again. Until now, this market didn't clear any sort of relatively equal highs or lows, so I have to let the market first clear either relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows from 1 minute chart after 7. So this is the 7 candle. Still now I have nothing, 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 and then market fall, cleared that relatively equal lows. After clearing that relatively equal lows, if I get a bullish displacement, now I did nothing, no market structure shift, no nothing. All I need a bullish displacement. If I get that, I'll start to take the buy. If it doesn't give me that, keep falling, I'll let it fall. My trade is valid until 7:30. So last pushing button should be 7:30, not 7:31. Got the bullish displacement, got a FVZ over here. I don't care, it's gonna be a winning trade or losing trade. I'm gonna take the entry from this FVZ. Again, it is going to work or not, I don't really care about that, but the logic is, I'll take the entry over here. Stop loss should be below this low, which is 27 handle. Not interested to put it like that way. We'll take the 20 handle because it's highly volatile. If it is not highly volatile, we'll go maximum 15 handle stop loss. and target is gonna be 1:1, and then I can hold the trade as long as I want. For the sake of this comment, keep it over here. So let's see if it can take me entry. Think I got stopped out. Yeah, didn't work around the 7 a.m. It just didn't work. But this is how I would love to look for the entry opportunity this 7 a.m. If it doesn't work, I'll let it go. If it works, I'm just gonna get the boom. Otherwise, after 7:30, no trade is valid. But this 7 a.m. is not working for last 2 months because of the January and the December. It's not that good. That's why I'm not showing this to you anymore. But London session, it's awesome. Almost every day you are going to get that opportunity from the London session. But 7 a.m. is not working for last 2 months. That's why I stopped talking about the 7 a.m. I will be back from the next week with the 7 a.m. again. I hope so from the next week. But right now 7 a.m. is not good. Not working. Most of the time it's not working. Okay, so finally it came here. Trade this volume imbalance low. I'll have to see if it can go for this buy side liquidity by the PM session. I'll let the market to do whatever it wants to do around this launch hour. Then we'll come back again around the PM session, go for the trade. Hmm. Yeah, guys, so I'll take a break. I need to eat something. I have to pray, and we'll be back around the PM session to see if I can find something good. However, Sujivan or any of you have, how was your day? Please let me know that. Should be a good day. You trust the wizard if your bias was bullish, if you didn't get confused by that fall when I showed you this gap to you guys, if you believed me, if you believed all of these things, I hope you should be profitable. I think so. Hmm. Me too. I will be back for PM session. Thank you so much, brother, for saying that. We'll be back around 12:50. Okay, I can be a bit late, so we'll say when I can back around 1 p.m. Never ever try to trade inside the lunch hour, guys, please. Lunch hour is just a trap. Now I'm saying this because I'm a failure. I tried a lot to trade the lunch hour, but nothing works. Sometimes luckily I get the profit, and then I started to scream, I'm the wizard, I'm the wizard. Bullshit. But most of the time, like if I go for the count percentage, 5% of is my winning rate, 95% is the losing rate inside the lunch hour. That's overall the finishing. But if it works for you, go for that, man. You can see that sometimes people sharing this screenshot said the launch, or really it's awesome to get the boom around that area. But I'm not good at launch, or I don't know how to trade this launch, or I'm struggling a lot to find out a way so that I can trade the launch hour. Until now I didn't see anything that can help me to be confident to trade this launch hour. I hope you guys will be here. I'll get you here around 1 p.m. Until then, cheers guys. Guys, I'm extremely sorry. I thought that I will be here, I mean, around the PM session, but unfortunately, I have to go outside. One of my brother actually got accident, something like that. Hope he's okay. He's in hospital. Called me. I have to go over there. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure that I'll be able again. I'll be here around PM session or not. I'm so sorry again. Sorry. Okay, guys, please be careful and just keep safe. We'll meet again around the Monday. Until then, I'm really sorry. Okay. So yeah, until then, cheers, guys. Be safe, be profitable.